can't start again.
Go on.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, drop shot. Oh. Alan!
I should have got that.
That's a great name to have as the
Liverpool, you know, it's wonderful, and one may more walk on, you know.
What do you think about it? It's good. The tennis is always great, but having her come back to Liverpool is great.
It's always getting the best, and she is the best, and all of it.
Tell us about it, because she retired in 2013. She's had injury. 2016 she had
Yes.
health problems, but she's ready to come back.
Yes, she wants to make an official proper comeback. She hasn't announced exactly when it will be, so she's played some exhibition matches already. But her story, as you said, retired 3 weeks after she had won Wimbledon, the biggest prize of them all, to everyone's complete surprise, because that's when you can reach out for bigger sponsor deals for everything. So I think her family and all her surroundings was a bit surprised that she decided to retire. Then she caught a terrible virus 2 years ago, and her body weight halved, basically, below 50 kilos. And that's when she sort of thought back and said, oh my gosh, I wish I could still be competitive. And she's now back to full fitness and going to prepare for hopefully playing Wimbledon, obviously depending on the wildcards and stuff, to get as much grassroots practice as possible here in Liverpool, which is fantastic.
I can remember in 2014 when she came up for the first time, she endeared herself to the crowd. The crowd absolutely loved kind of seeing her play. She was incredibly generous, funny when she would kind of talk to the crowd afterwards. She unfortunately had to pull out a little bit earlier than she wanted to, but she was a real crowd favourite.
Yeah, no, she's a great pleaser and loved by the crowd. And she had this incident with a BBC interviewer at Wimbledon some years back when she was asked, or he claimed she wasn't a looker or whatever, and it was this big thing about it. But she took that in her stride. I mean, she just didn't care about that, and it's just a great job. Yes.
Yeah. We talked about Wimbledon. She won it back in 2013. Last year, the Skupski brothers had an incredible run at Wimbledon, getting to the quarter-final and the doubles. Their rankings climbed, rocketed, and they've had an ATP big win since then. And they've been they were back at the original one at Colson in 2002, and they're back again this year.
Ken Skupski, at the time coached by Anthony Harmon, played in the first one in 2002 against Richard Krajicek when he was, because he had made it to the quarterfinals of Junior Wimbledon the year before. And then Anthony played the qualifying finals against Ken and consequently beat him. But because Anthony was Ken's coach, he decided to let Ken in instead. So he retired and let Ken in to play against Richard Krajicek. That was 17 years ago, so he's been on a very long journey. It just proves how tough it is out there to go all the way. And now, as I said, he won his first double title with his brother. I think he's age 35 or 36 now. But I think they're an outside bet for Wimbledon. They can take over this mantle from the other brothers. Now, Williams BMW, we welcome you to the tennis family in Liverpool. You have been supporting the event over the years, but now as a headline sponsor, it's a great honour to have you. And we do love your cars. I also want to say a special thank you to Kitson and Word Communication for sorting out our website and all our design. It's always very hectic with logos coming in, logos coming off. I think we should give them a big hand actually. And then lastly, as I mentioned, the court is open from the 27th of May, so any corporates, anyone who wants to come down for a game, we're there available. We're going to have a corporate tournament. The date will be announced in a few weeks, and we encourage everyone to enter a few teams into a very competitive Liverpool corporate tennis doubles tournament.
Anybody got any questions for anybody on the panel, on the table? This is usually when nobody's got any questions at all, because we've succinctly covered everything off. Anybody got any extra questions?
And as we were thrilled last year to see the junior tennis in the run for tournaments as well. Are you replicating that this year again?
Yes, we have a kids' day only on the 20th of June, where MSB solicitor last year kindly donated a racket for every kid that came to the tournament. So we have about 500 kids expected to be there. So they are introduced to tennis. We're also introducing them to other sports. So soccer as well, and golf. Allerton Golf, of course, is a big supporter of our event. And they also teach the kids how to play golf. Again, the kids, they don't have to play tennis, but as long as they are, for us, involved in sport, that's sort of the main thing. Obviously, we prefer them to play tennis. But they're introduced to all different sports, and then they get up to center court to watch the qualifying finals, which is also a spectacle with kids from here between 6 and 10 trying to be quiet during rallies. That doesn't always work, but we let them scream, so that's one of the highlights in my book.